right. Good afternoon, everybody. Hold on. We got an overlay. Let's remove this overlay. Hello. There we go. Well, that is a beautiful picture of Cinderella's castle. My name is Brandon. I'm the owner of Magic Lamp Vacations, and today I'm joined by Josh, one of our amazing travel planning genies, Disney and Universal Vacation experts. And today, Josh and I, what are we going to talk about today, Josh?
Disney World's 50th anniversary.
That's right. We are here to talk to you all about all the amazing things coming just in time for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary celebration. Josh, I'm putting you on the spot a little bit, but what is the exact date of the anniversary? Do you know?
It'd be October 1st, and it was 1971?
Yes.
Yeah, 1971.
Before both of us were born. And a lot of people don't realize this, but Walt himself wasn't alive to see the opening of Disney World. Walt did have his hand in the designing of Disney World, the land purchase, everything else. Walt was very involved with that. Unfortunately, he had passed away by the time Walt Disney World actually opened. So it was actually his brother, Roy E. Disney, who actually opened the Magic Kingdom in 1971. And then, of course, the next park to open after that was Epcot, followed by Disney's MGM Studios, which we now know as Hollywood Studios. And then, of course, then we have Animal Kingdom opening up in the 90s. So that just gives you a brief history of Walt Disney World. And a lot of people don't realize, but everyone knows about the partner statue that's right in front of Cinderella's castle, but people forget that there's also a statue with Minnie and Roy E. Disney on a bench, which is in the front of Main Street, USA, over towards City Hall, and that little hub of Main Street where you can actually get a picture of Roy E. Disney, which is really, really fun. Have you gotten a picture with Roy E. Disney before, Josh? Have you guys done that?
Yes, I have.
So Josh is one of our newest Disney Universal Vacation experts. He's from Ohio, the Youngstown area, and him and his girlfriend, now fiance, Alexis, are huge Disney enthusiasts. And we were actually talking about you all are actually planning your honeymoon to Aulani. Yeah, so let's talk about the 50th, Josh. Before we get into the details, why don't you just tell us, what are you most excited about for the 50th?
I'm just most excited about the whole celebration as a whole, like everything that's going to go into it, and just to see sort of like a sense of, I guess, community, you would say, when people like gather for like this big celebration.
Yeah, and the thing that I want people to realize is that we planned so many Disney World vacations for so many families. We planned family reunions for families at Disney World, and I feel like all of our clients are all going to go to the 50th. So, and right now Disney's not at full capacity. And when the celebration starts in October, right now, there's not a plan to have Disney at this point at full capacity for October. So as we talk about this stuff, if your family is watching this video and is like, oh my gosh, we have to go, don't wait. $200 deposit is all it takes for a Disney World vacation. So just don't even wait. So let's talk about some of the amazing things that are going to happen. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, everybody, and let's first look at the 50th logo. This is the 50th logo of Walt Disney World, and this I'm going to call it's called iridescence. That's the official terminology that Disney has come up with, is that this is iridescence, as in Mickey ears, and I think it's classy. What do you think, Josh? I think it's a pretty classy logo.
Yeah, I love it.
Josh is a man of few words. Yes, I love it. So one of the things that they're going to do is they are going to, now I'm showing you a picture of Cinderella's castle, and notice that no birthday cake. Remember, have you seen pictures of the birthday cake, Josh?
Yes, I have. That's crazy.
So the birthday cake was for the 25th anniversary of Walt Disney World, and there was a lot of like speculation of like, Disney, please don't do it, don't do the birthday cake design again. And I love the new paint jobs that because they actually did a paint job on Sleeping Beauty's castle over at Disneyland. And then they came over and they did it over at Disney World. And now you can see that there's even going to be more for the 50th. So what are some of the details, Josh, that you can see from this picture that you're excited about?
Just all the like overlays with the colors and the sparkle, and I think it's going to pair well with the new like rose gold color of the castle and with the gold accents that they're adding to it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's all those gold accents on all the spires. You see the 50th crest, which is
Yes.
right above the main entrance for Cinderella's castle. And it looks like they also have some golden drapery as well to kind of ornament it. One of the things that Disney is doing, which is really interesting, is they have to be a little bit reserved with how much they actually do to Cinderella's castle because they don't want to mess with the projections. You know, the projections is so important right now. And that's the only thing that Disney has officially advertised in terms of uniqueness right now, as far as the 50, well, not the only thing, but in terms of like fireworks and all those things that everyone, you know, is excited about. And we're all hoping happens at some point during the 50th. For sure, they have promised nighttime projection shows. And one of those being on Cinderella Castle. So obviously they can't go crazy because it will mess with all the projection mapping that they have and the new technology for the castle. So Josh, when do you think the fireworks are going to come back to Disney World? What is your guess? I mean, nobody really knows. So it's not like we're going to do this.
I'm trying to be positive, and I'm hoping they're going to come back for the 50th anniversary. So I'm
well, I
crossing my
have no
fingers.
doubt they'll be back for the 50th. My question is just when in the 50th, Josh? Is it going to be in October? Is it going to be in December? I mean, I believe that the vaccinations will be pretty much complete. I mean, Broadway's hoping to open the fall. In the fall is when Broadway is shooting to open. You know, Disney Cruise Line has already started recasting and rehearsing their shows again, as well as Royal Caribbean cruise lines. We also plan those vacations as well. So I think there's some great hope right now that they can continue. But I will tell you this, Josh. Well, I'm going to go move to Epcot. And I will say that Harmonious, really Epcot is shaping up to be the big 50th park. Wouldn't you agree, Josh? Out of all the parks?
Yeah, definitely.
Which is it's a little bit ironic because, you know, you think the really first park that opened that's 50 years ago is the Magic Kingdom, but Tron kind of got pushed back a little bit just because of COVID-19 and everything that happened in there. And so Disney had to kind of choose which ride they were going to focus on. Ratatouille, of all their construction projects, is the furthest along. We know for sure that will open in 2021 at some point. My guess is that's going to probably open in the summer as like a summer thing, or maybe to kick off the 2021 50th anniversary celebration. Tell us what we're looking at now, Josh, in this picture of Epcot. What is this all about?
This is Spaceship Earth, and they're getting a whole new lighting package for it. So there's going to be projections and lights all over Spaceship Earth now.
Yeah, and I'm so excited for this because, I mean, the projection mapping has come such a long way since it first debuted at Walt Disney World Resort, and Disney uses it for all of their theme parks. I'm actually surprised they haven't started using projection mapping more for the Disney cruises on board those. But I'm so excited. The fountain is already done and installed, and this week they've been installing actually flagpoles, which oddly enough you can't see the flagpoles in this picture, but they're installing the flagpoles right now. They installed new sound systems too, which is absolutely amazing. And the cool thing about this lighting package is they're actually going to keep it past the 50th. So that's really, really exciting. Now, going back to the fireworks, I believe, Josh, and I'm curious to get your feedback on this too, but I firmly believe that the first fireworks show to reopen is going to be at Epcot. And the reason why I say that is because in terms of social distancing measures and everything else, people are going to be able to, that area around the lagoon and World Showcase is so big and so all-inclusive and massive that social distancing just makes a lot more sense from that standpoint, as opposed to everyone kind of crowded in front of Cinderella's castle. And I know Disney's been saying for a long time, like you can see check out the other views of the fireworks, but really Cinderella's castle, like you want to be in front of Cinderella's castle. Whereas in World Showcase, it's not as big of a deal. And it's supposed to be look all around. What are your thoughts on that? You think that's really...
I definitely think Epcot will probably be the first one, because even before COVID, it was a lot more spread out when you're watching the fireworks. There weren't a lot of big crowds because you could see them from every country in the World Showcase. So it's easier to distance from others.
Yeah, absolutely. So Cameron's joining us from YouTube. Hi, Cameron. I'm so glad that you're here. Cameron said, with all the Epcot transformation stuff, do you know if they're going to do anything with Soarin'? Right now, Disney hasn't announced anything for Soarin', Cameron. I do know what they're really shooting for the 50th over at Epcot is two things. Well, actually, no, I'm going to say three things. No, actually, there's four things. Epcot is like crazy right now. Number one is Ratatouille, right? Number two is Guardians of the Galaxy. They have been working really hard on Guardians of the Galaxy. They kind of pulled their resources off of some of their other projects to really focus on Guardians of the Galaxy. For those of you who have ever wondered why there's not more Marvel at Walt Disney World, it's because Universal owns the right to use Marvel at their theme park property in Universal Orlando. But that contract actually excluded Guardians of the Galaxy because Universal didn't think Guardians of the Galaxy was that big of a Marvel property that they really need to include in the contract. So in terms of Walt Disney World, that's like, it's so crazy, you guys, to think about that, because basically Disney's like, oh man, we just bought all of Marvel, but we can't use it in Orlando. So you're not going to see a Marvel Avenger campus in Orlando. You're just not. And now Universal is probably shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, like, man, we really should have gotten Guardians of the Galaxy 2 for Orlando, It's one of those weird things. But that's where they're focusing most of the resources right now is Ratatouille is basically open. I think they're holding it off because they want to open it up with a bang when they increase capacity. But Guardians of the Galaxy is where they're putting all their focus in. It's possible as with Soarin', they could, Cameron, decide that they're going to maybe retro it to how it was before it was around the world. I could see them doing something like that. Andreas said, would love to meet you. I would love to meet you. I'm at Disney all the time. If you guys see me at Disney or Universal, say hi. When Disneyland opens, I'll be going on there. As soon as Disney Cruise Lines goes, I'll be doing that, because you guys know I have a YouTube channel. So I will be doing all the things. All the things. So I mentioned two things. No, how many did I mention, Josh, about Epcot? I forgot.
Just two.
Two. Okay, so Harmonious, we talked about that. That would be the third thing for the 50th. And then the fourth thing is actually Space 220 or 2020. I always get this mixed up. That restaurant that is supposed to open is actually supposed to open in 2019. 2019 is when it was supposed to open. And Disney is going crazy with all the space stuff, really, because you have that space restaurant. You have the Galactic Star Cruise Hotel, which Disney is still saying is supposed to open in 2021, but they just filed a whole bunch of permits to do show stuff in there. I honestly, at this point, I don't think that's going to open in 2021. I could be completely wrong, but I've asked my BDM, our business development manager that we have through Disney, several times, and he's like, I don't know. They say 2021, so we'll see about that. So let's look at the really amazing outfits of Mickey and Minnie for the 50th celebration. This is really reminiscent to me, Josh, of the 60th anniversary celebration that they had over at Disneyland. I noticed that they are doing the some of the gold overlays on the spires, but I don't know if they're going to go as much detailed as it did with the diamonds on Sleeping Beauty Castle, because if you remember, it actually damaged part of the castle, and they had to refurb, like part of the spires of Sleeping Beauty Castle because of the way that they did it actually damaged the castle. So what are some of the unique things you could point out off of their outfits that you see? This is going to play I Spy, Josh, because I've been. Let's start with Minnie first.
Ooh, well, they both have the iridescent color scheme that the whole theme is going for.
Yes.
There's like detailing in her dress up near her like chest area that's really neat. And like the gold accents with her bow and her shoes, it also matches. So that's very well.
Yeah, absolutely. The rose gold, like the gold and the rose gold theme, definitely. What about Mickey?
I love his like whole suit that he has going on. It fits him perfectly, along with the same color scheme and his little gold bow tie with that. There's that little accent in there with the iridescent colors as well.
Yeah, and he also has the 50th crest, the little pin.
Oh yeah.
As well. That says the 50th right up there. And I want to zoom back to the double picture. It's kind of hard to see in this picture, but if you're looking straight at the picture on the right-hand side, which is Mickey's left-hand side of the jacket, it actually has the castle in it. It's actually Cinderella Castle on the jacket that's etched in there. Yeah, a lot of people miss that detail, but it's actually that the jacket actually has that detail on there. A couple other things, that I just want to mention about the 50th is, we talked about Tree Awakenings is going to get a new package to celebrate, a new lighting package too for the 50th. And of course, the Tower of Terror over at Hollywood Studios is also going to get that as well. So all that stuff is really, really exciting. And then, in terms of other rides, what do you think about Tron? Do you think Tron is going to make it at some point during the 2021 celebration? 2022?
I'm thinking now it's probably going to be delayed until 2022.
Yeah, but even if it's in 2022, right? It's still technically, part of, I guess, the celebration, so to speak.
Yeah.
Leslie Foster, who's one of our amazing clients. Hi, Leslie. Her family's about to go to Walt Disney World. Yeah, girl. Bless her heart. Just talk about the Foster family real quick. A lot of our families, this happened to a lot of our families. They booked pre-COVID and then they've had to reschedule their vacation multiple times. And so her and her family are finally getting to go on their Walt Disney World vacation. And her comment was, I can't wait to see what the Minnie ears look like for the 50th, which I know a lot of people are excited about. I still haven't found for me right now, it's the collared Disney shirts is like my favorite souvenir. I obviously love the trading pens. But I will show you all a souvenir I'm really excited that our clients are going to receive if they book with us for the 50th anniversary celebration. And we have an amazing artist who creates custom Disney-inspired artwork. And she has this amazing design for the 50th anniversary celebration. This is 50 years of magic, and you can it has the gold on it celebrating the 50th, and then it has the castle, and of course it actually has, that's my name, last name, this is mine. Sorry, you can't have it, but if you book with us, you get to have your own. But this just absolutely beautiful. And I hope, because I'm a huge Goofy fan, Josh, who is your favorite Disney character?
Tinkerbell and Peter Pan.
They don't really have stuffed Tinkerbells and Peter Pans, do they? They have like little Tinkerbells, right? Like for keychains.
Yeah, I think I've seen like a little like clip with Peter Pan on it before too, but there's not a lot of merchandise with them out there.
No, there's not, but there is for Goofy. And so I want to point out a Tokyo Disney Sea souvenir I have. Wait, where did he go? Oh, here he is. So this is a Tokyo Disney Sea Goofy, and this was from the 15th anniversary celebration of Tokyo Disney Sea. And I hope they have special 50th anniversary plushes. Because if they do, I'm definitely getting a Goofy for my Goofy collection, which sits behind me. And I can't wait for the treats either, because we know they're going to have amazing treats for the 50th celebration as well. Josh, what is your like favorite go-to celebration treat? Because usually it's like they have a cupcake. Usually they have like a cupcake, like a slice of cake. Usually for the cinnamon roll, the Mickey cinnamon roll, they just put a different color icing on it. But like, what is your have you tried some of the special? I know you have tried some of the special treats, but do you have like a favorite?
I normally like anything like with a float, like a Dole Whip. For the Villains After Hours they had last year, they had a special Villains float that I really enjoyed.
Oh man, the villains float. So there's a float that so the Peter Pan float, which you can get at Storybook Treats at the Magic Kingdom, is delicious. It's like a lime. It's so good. Then they had the Poor Unfortunate Soul for Halloween, which was based off of Ursula. And on our YouTube video, I joked and I said, whoever tries that is a poor, unfortunate soul. It was not a good float at all. It was cream cheese ice cream with blackberry soda. And I can't remember what else, but it just was not good. So is there anything else, Josh, that you can think of that people should, get excited about for the 50th?
I know one thing I'm excited about is all the merchandise. Like we were talking about the ears, but everything that they're going to release for the 50th. Because I think with this new iridescent color, Disney's really going to capitalize on all the merchandise that they're going to produce for it.
Oh, for sure. Like, why would they not capitalize on the merchandise for that? I mean, and the iridescence color, like, I'm sure there's going to be really amazing mini ears for everybody. I'm excited about the trading pins, Josh, because I'm a trading pin collector. I'm just really excited for all the families that we get to help. I have a lot of friends from college that their kids are like at that 5, 6, 7-year-old mark, which is like the perfect age. I say 3 and 4, like I say 4 and 5 years old is when the kids can really remember the vacation. Anything younger than 4 years old, like 3, 2, 1, like the parents have a magical time just watching their kids interact, stuff like that. But even like the teenagers who have gone on to like more like Universal, like roller coasters and stuff like that. Like Disney's bringing more roller coasters to kind of attract that crowd, but they're going to want to come back for the 50th. I mean, when is the 50th ever going to happen again? It's 18 months. So the 50th celebration actually begins October 1st, 2021, and lasts 18 months. October 1st park passes are already gone. they're already gone. And actually, we've already been booking for people for the fall, for October, for November, December. So if you are thinking about going during that time, do not wait. Schedule that complimentary consultation with us right now. It's right there, magiclandvacations.com quote. I'll put a link in the comments as well for you guys. But don't wait. If your family is thinking about that and you want to save time, stress, and hassle, create extra magic, that's what Josh, that's what's me, all the other amazing Disney Universal experts on our team, our travel genies, are excited to do that. And this celebration does last for 18 months. So the celebration starts on October 1st. It will end at the end, actually a little bit into 2023. Right? Did I do that 6 months? Because so it'll end probably around March. So probably spring break time of 2023. And we can book 500 days in advance. So we can book pretty far out right now. And if you guys want to know more about what we do, you got to check out our YouTube channel, right, Josh?
Yes, definitely.
Our last YouTube video, I'll have to get Josh. I'll have to incorporate Josh in a YouTube video. He's going to be back here soon for Universal Orlando. So him and maybe his fiance will guest star Alexis. But I recently did a video on how to use Universal's interactive wands, which was really, really, really fun. It was a lot of fun. So, Josh, any final thoughts? Because we're wrapping it up.
No, I think that's all.
I think we did a great job covering everything we know so far about the 50th. Make sure, if you are watching us on YouTube, join our private Facebook group, the Travel Genie Fan Club, where you can have a chance to win some amazing giveaways. We have a big giveaway announcement coming really, really soon. And if you are watching on our Facebook page or the Travel Genie fan club, thank you so much. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, go to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, join our Facebook group. All right, everyone, have a magical Saturday. And Josh, thanks for joining me today. We had so much fun.
Yes, thank you.
All right, bye, buddy. Have a great day, and everyone else, have a magical weekend. We'll see you later. We will see you later.